We'll try a roughing gouge next, a spindle roughing gouge, and let's use a different tool. We got the smaller stone. We're on the 300 grit side. Again, it's just a matter of finding where the 2 points of contact come together, rotating around its circumference, keeping it in contact. Now, it may take you all of 3 or 4 minutes to get the dexterity necessary to keep the 2 points in contact, but it's well worth the time. Again, if you like to take the burr off, you can just slide the round files
just
in
making sure that's totally flat on there. Yeah. Okay.
And it'll take that burr straight off. Absolutely no problem.
Do you know what? When I'm doing my turning, and anybody who knows me will find that very funny, and I'm using my skew, I'm getting great results using this machinist file, which is a fine and a coarse, and I like to use the fine on this side, and exactly the same as what you were just saying about these two edges. And I just find it so simple that you're just touching that one and coming up, and you just know exactly when you're in there, and as you're doing just in that circular motion, you're taking it down one side and turning it over and doing exactly the same to the other. Now, something I have noticed over the last few months, that there seems to be a new buzzword out there, which is micro bevel. Would you just like to explain to us all about this micro bevel? Because I actually think I've just put one on.
That's it. What's basically happening is we have a concave surface, and we have 2 points of contact. If we put a flat stone, you'll find that there's a hollow between the 2 points.
Yeah.
And as we're reestablishing our edge, we're actually establishing 2 additional bevels, one on the heel, one at the point. And those are those could be considered either secondary or micro bevels.
Okay.
Now, I personally use those micro bevels, particularly on the bowl gouge when I'm doing what is known as shear scraping. I can actually ride, as I'm shear scraping, I can open. Shear scraping is normally done with the flute almost closed to the wood. I can actually open that flute up, ride the secondary bevel, and get a super fine cut on the outside.
Right. And with the, just going back briefly to that skew, how often do you actually go and grind that?
Once I've found now that I've been using these stones, the diamond stones, is once I've established the shape that I'm satisfied with, unless this comes in contact with concrete, or you run it into your chuck, or another piece of metal, I have yet to go back to the grinder on the skew.
So that actually must save your tooling.
Oh yes, the life of the tool is exponentially extended.
Okay. So